know you talked about modeling. I know you talked about photography. Was the move from modeling to photography like effortless? Did you, when you went full time with the photography, was modeling something you missed?
I still do it.
You still do it?
Just
so
not
you
as
did.
much.
Okay.
I still do it.
Gotcha.
Just not as much because when I started doing photography, it was because the guy I was dating, I got him into modeling at the time. This is well over 20 years ago.
Okay.
And he didn't want to do it anymore, so then we started doing photo shoots in my apartment, just the backdrop and
Right.
pictures and everything. And then I did it, but I stuck to fashion, because I was in fashion shows, so I did the fashion. And it got to the point where I was coming up with ideas for a photo shoot. Then it was like, okay, do I want to do that photo shoot for me? Or do I want to do it as the photographer and create it with a model? And it got to the point where, like, okay, I got to figure out which one. So I stuck to the photography one. And I don't do modeling as much because I'm focused on this magazine. And I have a women's group, so those are the two things that I'm just focusing on. So, but I'm slowly getting going back into modeling because I do miss it.
There you go.
I do miss it. So.
Was photography always one of your passions?
No.
No?
It wasn't a passion. It wasn't,
Wow.
It wasn't a passion. I really did it because the guy I was dating, he was doing it, so we was doing it to do something together.
Gotcha.
And then when we went our separate, we still became friends. We were still friends, but I stuck with it because I'm my worst critic. But I was being told, oh, I like this. This is nice. You're doing it. I like how you do it. I like your work. So I was like, okay. And I was just moved on with that.
Gotcha. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Jason, started your first business at 21. What influenced you, or who influenced you to step into that legitimate realm of starting a business at such a young age?
My mother.
Your mom?
Yeah, because she showed us dealing with the whole party situation. She was just like, yo, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just formulate things into a business.
Okay.
And broke it down to me in certain ways where it's like, because she was at that time, she was a big dog at West Chemical Bank, then it turned to Chase.
Okay.
So, she would teach me all types of things and how to do this and that. So once the party thing started happening, she started showing me different things. So as I got older, you know what I mean? It's like I started looking, started understanding. Like 21, first business.
First business, nice, beautiful. What was when you dwelled into the photography thing, right? I read in the bio that you wanted to highlight up and coming models and designers, right? What was the motivation for you to want to bring shine and light to all these other people with that weren't in the mainstream?
Oh, that's easy. When I was modeling, it was difficult because I wasn't, this is when I started. When I was in modeling, well, I shouldn't say when I started, when I was a little heavier into modeling, it was more straight stuff, it was out.
Right.
So you had to be an hourglass or, Photoshop into an hourglass, or you had to be a size 0, 6 feet. I was neither.
Right.
I was neither. And then because I was doing photography, I knew designers. My daughter wanted to be a designer. I knew models that didn't have the light shine on. I knew a lot of people a lot of designers had 9-to-5s.
Gotcha.
And they didn't have a stepping stone or no place to showcase this stuff because all the magazines were showing off everybody else, Fendi, Gucci, Guess, whatever. So I spoke to a photographer I don't even speak to no more. He was like, you should do a magazine. And I was like, no. Not because it was too much work, it was because I didn't think I could do it.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And then I realized all the people I knew. I was like, okay. So when I put the magazine together, I was like, yeah, we gotta shine a light because New York got way too much talent.
Right.
And nobody, like how they have the underground music and underground DJs and everything like that. There wasn't nothing like that for models and designers.
There you go.
And so I was like, okay, let's put this together. And I did 3 issues in like 2-3 years.
Okay.
Because I wanted to make sure everything was right. And that's how I felt. Because also because my daughter was going, my daughter was just graduated I don't remember, she was in college or something, and she was going for designs.
Okay.
And I was determined to like, okay, you're not going to be just a designer that nobody knows, you know.
Right, so you wanted to,
I wanted to make
establish
sure-
a home for her.
Yeah, and it didn't even go, she wasn't even paying me no mind, my child was
Right.
going home direction. But I knew, again, a lot of designers, and it was like, you know, it's time to showcase y'all.
In the beginning stages of it,
Right.
did you have any reluctancy? Did you regret at any point, like maybe, you know, I don't want to go into this partnership?
Nah, because I would have never approached it.
So you knew from the beginning that this is what I want to do and this is the person I want to work with.
Right. Because it's like, even though I didn't know her like that, or I
Right.
didn't know the business is about, it's like, okay, if something pushes you to do something, it's like, all right, it's either going to work or not work.
Right.
So basically, you know, I'm not scared to try anything. So I went from my best foot forward
There you go.
and did it. And look where we are now.
There you go. That's
You
what
see
I'm
what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes it's like, it's not about being scared, or it's not about being pushed. If you don't push it up, if you don't do it, how you want to know if it's going to work?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I would tell anybody that, just go after it. If you feel away or whatever it is, or when you feel nervous, get them nerves in the back, and just go back out.
There you go. At least you
Tell
put
me that all
your
the
best
time.
foot forward.
He tells me that all the time.
So added to that, it's like, so as time, like that first year, even when we had the meeting,
Right.
right? When we had the meeting and whatever, the meeting was actually outside,
Okay.
right? The meeting was outside, and it's like we were just conversating and just talking.
Right.
She don't remember.
Right.
And whatever. It was in no, it's like a regular place. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a regular outside. Talking, conversating, it was like no more than an hour long.
Right.
And from that point, I watched, I peeped. I was like, yo, okay, cool. Then once we started it, I was like, you know what, you should do something like this, something like that. Switch it up, because you only point to one or two demographics, maybe want to point to some others.
There you go.
And go and, you know.
And this question is for either one of you guys to answer this question. How do you decide who, right? Because I know you probably have different, models that you're featuring, different personalities that you're featuring in the magazine. Who decides who goes where on the magazine? This person may go on the cover, this person may go on page 2, this person may go on page 6. Who decides that? Is it a collective thing, or how do you guys decide that?
It's a two-part answer.
Okay,
It's collective.
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? We sit down and go over everything. And as we go over everything, it's like we pick and choose this one.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we ahead of time know who we want to put on the cover, put on the cover. Because we quarterly, we have time in between each issue. But sometimes, like the end of the year, we try to decide, okay, this is what we want to do for the next upcoming issues. Because there's a list of people that want to go on the cover.
Gotcha.
There's a list on the cover. So when we decide what we're gonna put in, we're like, okay, and we're gonna do this. Like, we don't know who everybody's gonna be in the magazine.
Right.
Because sometimes we like to go to events and meet people. So we're like, okay, what about her? What about him? Or whatever.
Mhm.
Or we have people that actually tell, oh, we need to put this person in or talk about this person. And then we'll sit down and like, well, what do you think? Or we also do Zoom meetings.
Okay.
Let's say for argument's sake, we're gonna put Tanya. Tanya reaches out and we decide Tanya. We'll do a Zoom meeting and we'll discuss, we'll tell the person who we are, what we all about. Because half the time people don't even realize, well now they do, they didn't even realize who we were. They didn't know we were stylists, so they didn't even know, oh, I'm a female. So they bug out onto that.
Right,
So
right.
we have that discussion. And he's very big on vibes. So while we're Zooming, we're like, he's at his house, I'm at my house, and we'll text each other, like, what do you think, or whatever the case may be. And then when we figure out who we put in, we'll do the photo shoot, and then I upload the pictures, I go through them, then him and I will go through them together, and like, okay, we like these, and we like these. And then when we get more collectively together, because he's working all the time.
Okay.
He works with his hands, so he works all the time. So I'll be home and I will put it in order and I will show it to him. Or he'll be like, put this, he'll tell me, put this person here, whatever the case may be. So it's collectively. But at the end of the day, we will not make a move without the other one. No.
Gotcha. Now, interesting thought came to my head. You said you got already the people that are already lined up to be on the covers of the magazine. Has there ever been a time where you had someone lined up for the cover and someone jumped the line?
No, we don't do that.
We don't do that, bro.
Never?
That order, that order.
Oh, okay. The order doesn't change.
It don't matter who you are. You could be the biggest celebrity.
Oh, okay. Is that a principal thing that you
Yes.
guys have? Okay, nice.
Yeah, we've actually had a person that reached out to us, a celebrity.
Right.
B celebrity, what you wanna call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna say
A celebrity.
a celebrity
Right.
reached out to us, and I didn't believe it was that said person until we had the Zoom. So we were like,
Right.
oh wow, okay. So we decided we're gonna do the cover, and things got a little misconstrued. You know what I'm saying?
Man, she tried to get in that diva.
Yeah.
Mess.
Yeah.
We don't do that. All that, we don't care about all that. We don't care about your status. We don't care about
Because we had it set a certain way, and then we had decided to go have the shoot at a particular spot.
Right.
And she was like, oh, well, you're gonna have this, and you're gonna have. We had a Zoom purposely for those details.
Right.
You reached out to us.
Right.
We didn't reach out to you.
Right.
So you want us to do what now? you
Gotcha.
want us to pay for what now? You reached out to us. So, so I emailed her and I was like, this is not the right time.
Okay.
So, and she's known.
Right.
She's well known, but because no.
I like that. You stuck to your principles. I like that.
Yeah,
She was mad, and then when she saw who was on the cover, she got more mad. But hey,
oh yeah,
There you go.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Now this segues into my next question. How do you manage, right? And that was a perfect example of what you said about the celebrity that wanted to be on the cover and wanted, things over there. How do you guys manage the ego of all the personalities that are in the magazine? This person may feel that they should be on page 2 and you got them on page 15. You know what I mean? How do you manage those egos?
Tell the story about what's her name? Back cover girl. I can't remember her name. Her friend got mad because she was back when her name was on the magazine. The birthday.
oh yeah. Okay, so we had, I ain't gonna say it. All right.
Yeah, I want you to know.
Okay, when it comes down to a situation like that, I kind of deal with it more safe because she'll start, flipping and upset or whatever. But I can deal with personalities because I come from a big family. It's 28 of them. I have 14 sisters, 13 brothers. So
Wow.
dealing with those personalities, it's like as growing up, I can deal with it. So if somebody has the ego in the way, I'm gonna sit and I talk to you. We have a conversation. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna sit and listen to what you're saying, and I'm gonna tell you either yeah or no. Right? So a situation happened where somebody was in the back cover, and one of their friends got into their ear to tell them, or why their name is not on the back cover. First of all, your name is on your own. One.
Industries like this.
Right, and it's very creative showing your name. So like let that person give you their ear to big you up, and then you come at us in a certain way where nobody knows you. We putting you on the map. For the fact that we put you on the map, that's how you've been getting calls to get booked and this and that. So now we didn't do that, then but you let somebody get into you. So broke that down, and then I said, guess what? We're not promoting you. Left it at that. That's all.
And it was nipped in the bud after that.
That's it.